People, welcome to another edition of the Finger Tapping Frenzy that we all know and love as WWE SuperCard. And me, Big Jim, here at BadLadDad HQ. Now, if you think this looks a familiar t-shirt, I've been wearing this quite a lot just recently. That's because I've got three. Why have I got three? Because if you live in the UK, the WWE shop right now are selling them off at £4 each. £4 each for my favourite Randy Orton t-shirt. Can't get better than that. So it's before Christmas. Try and get on there quickly before they run out. Anyway, let's get on with more pressing matters. Exciting times at WWE SuperCard. We've got Christmassy things coming out. I'm sure you've already seen. You've already dipped in and got your freebie. And you've already dipped in and got some candy canes and snowballs and all that kind of jazz. Well, I'm a bit late to the show because obviously I wanted to do it with you guys right here, right now. So you've probably done all of your bits. I haven't. I've had to wait patiently until I'd finished working and I could do a video and share it with you guys. The first thing I would say is Team Ring Dommy Dim Dom. We did aid in English and we also went back and did the Beast card Shamus as well. As you can see, someone called Jim Barner leading the way. So all the guys getting stuck in as usual. So well done Team BadLadDad, and very happy to pick up both those cards. But we're Monster Plus now. We're so close to that Titan tier, so the boys are really just giving it some. See if we can get into Monster Plus. Now what may help, or what could help definitely, is Ninja already had Aiden English, the Monster card. So that has given him now the chance to pro Aiden English, and that will make a big difference to his deck. So that's good news. And in the terms of this video, I've got some Team Battleground rewards to collect, so that's one Monster card. I've got my freebie, which they're doing as this part of this relaunch, if you want to call it, or refresh. Well, I don't know what they'd call it. This tinkering. Who knows what they call it? All we really care about is the fact that we're all going to get a tier pull from it. So I've got that to do. And maybe I've got a few points. Oh, yeah, there's the PvP rewards to collect as well. It's a busy morning. The Royal Rumble will have started. And that's good news because it's a lot easier pairing up your male cards using Royal Rumble than it is using most other modes. So what should we do first? It's an embarrassment of riches for Big Jim to go in and plunder and pick the goodies. What should we do first? What should we do first? What should we do first? I don't know. I'm too excited. What am I going to do first? King of the Ring, I've just started a new one. Let's do the Team Battleground. That's easier. That's a guaranteed pick right there, isn't it? Straight away. So let's go in and do that. And onto rewards. We'll do the PvP next. Let's just do the TBG first. It's all initial, isn't it? PvP TBG. Okay. Yeah. Right. As you can see, Grinders not exactly living up to their name, but it does say Grinders 2018. Perhaps they're not going to start till next year. Perhaps their excuse. I don't know. But quite a comfy win there by 10,000 points. Triple H. I was just so quick going through there, I didn't even give myself any time for a build-up. That is a stonking card. That is one of the best. It's got to be in the top 5 or 6, I would have thought. That is a great card. I am pleased with that. It's obviously not a pro. Not had him before, but that is very good news. What are my points-wise? 12-9. What do I need? 16 to open an Ujima Flip. What do you need for an Ujima Flip? Come on, people, you know. You know how much you need for an Ujima Flip. Let's go into the Team Battleground rewards. Right. 15 for a Monster. Do you know what? 12-9. It'd be tempting, because there's got another couple of Team Battlegrounds and I'll be there. It'd be tempting to just sit on it for a bit until we get into Titan tier now. And as I said, till we get into Titan tier, because this is, after all, a communal game. I know you're cheering me on back there. Yeah, so we'll wait on that one. Alright, those other rewards. I don't like to do things simply, do I? I like to skip around screens, just make sure you're paying attention, keep you on your toes. Rewards. So I finished second or third. It was third or fourth. Let's have a look. I don't know if it tells you here. I finished third. So 800. Oh, now that's interesting because that's taking me over the £3,000 mark. Oh God, I've got a dilemma there to face. Oh, this is a fun-packed episode. All this good stuff. All this good stuff. 3 slots for the next PvP. Well, that's cool because I had 3 slots anyway. And a pack. And what do you get in one of these? Is it SummerSlam as the top? What's it? Survivor. and hardened. Yeah, well, that's all fodder for feeding into somebody else, isn't it? Now then, look, 3,144. If we go to the PvP, oh, it was right there. It was right there, Big Jim. Go to the PvP section, into the store. Enzo Amore is 2,800, and I have Enzo Amore. So, do I buy Enzo Amore? Do I go for one of these 2,000 CP packs, which you guys have all been opening with gusto and getting absolute dilly squat of any use out of it? I've seen maybe 3 or 4 tweets maximum with people who've got Titan cards, and the rest of it has just been just WrestleMania, 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 WrestleMania. So I don't fancy wasting all the points doing that. It's just a question of whether a Beast Pro is going to make a difference or not. I'm not sure is the simple answer to that. If we go into, let's go into what's the Road to Glory? That's the biggie, isn't it? Let's auto. This is auto filled, right? Well, a Beast Pro would sit in the middle of that deck, wouldn't it? It would be useful. I don't know. I think I'm just going to sit on the points for now. I've got time. I don't have to do it today, do I? I don't have to do everything today. I'll just sit on that for the time being. Right. Well, if we go into wild mode, he says, skipping the wrong way yet again. If we go into wild mode, if you go into edit deck, you'll see I have got the potential second Akam Pro, the first of the Bray Wyatt 2 cards, which I should be able to pro, and of course Nia Jax. The other Nia is fully done, so it's just trying to get this lass up and running. So there's 3 monster pros there in the offing, but let's use them now to go in and get my freebie from this latest maintenance, whatever they want to call it. They need a special word, because it's obviously not a relaunch, because the game itself was relaunched, although it probably needed a relaunch. Right, let's do some of this. Be kind to Big Jim. Wouldn't it be fantastic? Extremely unlikely, but wouldn't it be fantastic if I pulled a Triple H again? The funny thing is, the previous 4 pulls from Team Battleground Rewards and from the decks have been these 2 Akams and the 2 Bray Wyatts. So, and in fact, I think I pulled a 3rd Bray Wyatt. So in fact, I think I've had 5. Out of the 5 cards I've had, the 2 Akams and 3 Bray Wyatts. Just can't get enough Akams and 3 Bray Wyatts. So getting Triple H was quite a refreshing change. That's why I wasn't so bothered that it was a single. It's just nice it was something different. Right, we'll use Nia because she's the one that we're trying to power up as much as possible. What about your freebies, people? What did you get? What did you get? I was going to say let me know down below, so please do. But it's a good point right now. Actually, let's do these picks. Let's do these picks, because you don't get that, do you, when you get a new card? I don't mean a headache, I mean that nice graphic that tells you you've got a new card. So let's just see, before I start bantering on again, where we're going. Of course it's not going to come out now, is it? Yeah, what a fantastic amount of feedback to the last video. And really interesting to find out where all you guys are watching from. Obviously, a lot of you in the US, from New York all the way over to Miami and everywhere in between. Little towns in Missouri and all sorts. But also a lot of Europe, Romania, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, France, Spain, Portugal. I think everyone was just about ticked off. Just about every box was ticked off. And even Africa, place in South Africa, I even had to look it up on Google. And by the looks of it, it was just like a few small buildings, not much else to it. I mean, it's just amazing. Amazing that these YouTube videos, which I'm basically doing, I call it BadLadDad HQ. Let's face it, it's our front room. It's a corner of our front room, which I've kind of commandeered with sports posters and stuff, which Ninja Mum, as you can imagine, is highly delighted with. But this is an excuse to do that, you see. Just like being a sports journalist, every time I sit down and watch the football, she's like, "You're watching football again?" That's my job. I've got to watch. I'm sorry, it's my job. Sorry about that. It's a hardship, I know, but it has to be done. Right, so let's hope we can muscle this out next time. So yeah, it's absolutely fantastic seeing where you guys are all from, and just because it's nice hearing about your cards and what you're doing with your games and what have you, but it's nice hearing some stuff about you. It's not all about BadLadDad. We're all part of BadLadDad. This channel exists because of you. If you guys didn't watch it, it wouldn't exist. It's simple as that. So I really read all that with a lot of interest. I did, in fact, I went to try and make up some kind of interactive map to show where everyone came from, but it turned into such a project. And trying to find something that would have worked okay on video wasn't really easy. But I may still do it. I suppose I could tweet it for those of you on Twitter and stick it on Facebook for those of you who follow us on Facebook. Right, now pay attention, get some more pics, and let's get this show on the road. Let's get this freebie done. So I think I've just about done everything else I need to do. That wasn't pretty good, was it? I'm going to stick with Naya because I want to power her up. I know the Bala is stronger. Oh, there we go. She gets a shot anyway. There we go. All the girls in together, not a problem. No one left out. That's what I like to see. Right. So, candy cane. It's my first candy cane because, of course, I've not been playing since since it came back online, which for us in the UK was late last night, today being Wednesday. I couldn't play because I couldn't risk pulling the freebie because then I wouldn't have got it on camera with you guys. And I know I could pre-record it, and I know some people do pre-record the footage and then talk over the top. But I kind of like to share it with you fellas and gals. What do you prefer? Ladies, women, females, gals, girls? I'm not going down any further comments because I guess they probably sound worse the further down the list of terms that you go, collective terms. But what do you prefer? What do you prefer, girls? Alright, let's try that. I'll do. Hey, those pumpkin cards are still holding their own against monsters, aren't they? Alright, so it's going to be another single. Sorry about this, people. I'll try and win some matches instead of just racing through things. So, we've got what event coming up on Thursday, which they still haven't announced the card yet, but it can't be far away. We normally find that out early Wednesday evening UK time. That's one thing, is trying to cater for all the time differences with you guys. I know that if I stick a video up at midnight our time, it's still kind of 7 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the evening in parts of the States. So even though it might miss a chunk of the UK audience, it will still get the US audience. So that's why I don't mind sticking a video up late by my time, but actually still probably okay within your time. And again, I think what it's proved, getting all of those, getting all of you to write in and say where you're from, is that they talk about the best time to put a video up. And yes, it would be nice for you guys if I said exactly, right, every day, we're going to have videos 7 days a week, and every day at 5 PM UK time, there would be a new video. But I can't do that. I can't hit those kind of deadlines. Bearing in mind, you know, I've got a job to do and a family to look after. But let's just do the pick. Is this it? Nope. One thing it did show was that just about any time I put a video up is all right for some part of the world. Obviously, the UK and the US are a large part of our audience, and so if I put a video up at midnight UK time, it will have missed obviously a lot of our younger audience, but it will still get people in the States. It'll be like 7 PM, 6 PM, 5 and 4 PM in different parts of the States. So it's still worth doing. That's why I don't mind putting things up at sort of different times of day. We did, about a year ago, we did stick to a schedule of videos where there was a couple of supercards guaranteed, and then I'd maybe do a third one randomly during the week. And then we were also doing Clash Royale and WWE Immortals and others. But they weren't getting a great deal of viewing, to be honest, and it's quite tough. In fact, it's very tough when you're committing yourself to doing videos every day of some description. Because there's some days you're not well. There's some days when real life sticks its ugly head in and wants you to go and do something else that you don't particularly want to do, but you have to go and do. So it's not easy doing that. So we seem to be concentrating more on SuperCard just recently. Naturally, the new season, or the relaunch, whatever you want to call it again, has demanded a lot of attention. But if there's anything else out there, is there something that we used to do that you miss? I know we've had a few people saying, why haven't we done FIFA 18? We've got it, we've been playing it, we just haven't made any videos about it. There is the Clash Royale. I mean, I'm still playing that every day. There's the Walking Dead game, Road to Survival, which I did a video on about 2 months ago. Which again, I do dip into every day, but not so much. Look at that, come on, it's going to take us to the last card, isn't it? Not so much since SuperCard. SuperCard really has dominated the playing schedules. I'm sure it's the same in your household and whatever you're up to. I mean, how do you guys juggle what you're doing? I know that you guys are at school. Like Ninja has got this Aiden English Pro to do now, Monster Pro, and people were saying yesterday, bearing in mind he got it yesterday midday-ish when we landed the card, people were like, oh, well, if you could Pro the card overnight, then, you know, perhaps we could get to Titan tier for today. And it's like, well, that's not going to happen because he's at school, and when he gets home, he's got homework to do, and he's got to be fed, and he's got to be in bed by 8 o'clock. So, poor little fella. It's probably the weekend before he's going to get a chance to tackle that. And I know a lot of you must be in the same boat, whether it's through your school schedule, whether it's through your work schedule. Some people are fortunate. I mean, I'm basically an idiot because I work from home, but I tend to work through the night because it's quieter and I can concentrate better and I can control my thoughts better. And there's less distractions. You haven't got phone calls coming in every 2 minutes and family running around you. But then I stay up during the day as well and playing a bit of SuperCard. So it's like basically surviving 1 hour sleep a day, which isn't good. That's how you hone this physique, is through getting 1 hour of kip. And I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. But, you know, some of you have got big journeys to work, and assuming that snow doesn't stop you in the first place, and you've got other commitments to do. So I fully understand that it's very difficult to churn your way through this game at times. Right, am I going to get my pull out of these picks? Pause then. Oh, it's Mark Henry. Forgot the song. Ho, he, ho, he, ho, he, ho, he. Somebody's gonna eat a burger. Somebody's gonna eat a big plate of chips. Somebody ate all the ice cream. Somebody ate all the chocolate dips. Hoo, heh. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing either. Right, come on. Here we go. Oh, it's gonna be that last card, isn't it? Well, on the plus side, it meant I was hanging around for a bit longer than I perhaps intended, and bashed your ears for a bit with the usual nonsense. I'd also be interested to hear in the comments, what do you guys do? Are you school, you're at college, university, you working, do you work shifts, you're working 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, you get pulled in over weekends? If you want to have a chat, you don't have to let us know. I know some of you like to keep yourselves to yourselves and keep your personal business your own personal business and keep it private. Don't blame you. Right, here we go. This is going to be it. Well, this has to be it. If it's not it, I'll be pretty miffed. Right, what are we going to get? Pro female would be fantastic. It's not going to happen. Triple H would be extremely amusing. I don't want another Bray Wyatt or a Cam. Right, here we go. Nice. Single female. Always like a single female, especially one of the top single females. Charlotte is a good girl. That's a nice card to pull. So I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased with that. That is a good one to pull. Right, that's me done. That's me bits. Now then, just one little thing I would say is, if we just go into my cards very quickly, not that I seem to do many things very quickly in this game. Not support, you doofus. Enhancements. These things, apparently we're going to need them. I'm just going to lock that down. We're going to need them for this Christmas fusion chamber that you have to work through in stages to try and get yourself eventually up to a point where you can get some decent Christmas cards. So don't burn them off, don't use them, just save them. The fusion chamber, I believe, will kick into action tomorrow, Thursday. So just sit on those for the time being until we get to see the fusion chamber, and you know the task at hand. I believe you need 8 of each thing to start progressing through the various stages, and you can buy some packs which are going to come out as well. I've got a few credits that I got back from King of the Ring, and a few that I've been sitting on, and a few from the login bonuses as well, that I've just been letting accumulate because I quite fancy the idea of getting some of these Christmas cards. Send me a Christmas card. I need a Christmas card. Happy Christmas to you all. For those of you who celebrate it, and for those of you who don't, just enjoy whatever it is you do this time of year. So there we go. That's it for another, well, I was going to say stonking video. I guess that's for you to decide. It's not for me to decide. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. And of course, you know what to do if you did enjoy it. Bung me a few likes down below. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed before. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. All the banter is. Until I see you next time, you stay cool.